Well, there's no need to address specific issues or questions because they're all resolved simultaneously. There are an infinite number of questions and doubts and worries and concerns that can arise. And what we'll talk about is how to resolve all problems, issues, concerns, and worries. And in that way, in a very practical way, whatever issue or concern or question or doubt arises in your experience, tomorrow or the next day or next week or next month, next year, you'll know how to handle it. You'll know what problems are, what questions, doubts, issues, concerns. You'll know what they are. So you'll be completely done with all doubts, completely done with your spiritual seeking and searching and wondering, and why not go for the whole thing? Why address one at a time when, you can think about it. There are an infinite number of doubts and concerns, and aren't there?
Yeah.
It's never ending, is it? So why not understand the whole process and be done with it? And then you can handle all doubts, questions on your own. You don't need anyone to tell you anything. You don't need to. You'll realize there's nothing to resolve unless your mind creates something. It creates a problem that needs to be resolved. So. But just sitting here, what do you need?
I need to resolve my problems.
I can talk about the absolute resolution of all problems and the absolute resolution of all seeking. The absolute resolution of seeking all solutions. The whole process is resolved. And we'll go right to the resolution. Why dilly-dally around with entertaining the apparent problems. Let's go directly to the resolution in a very practical way. And let's all come back to reality. Just for a few minutes if we can. And we can use our senses as an anchor to reality, just for a few minutes. And so we can come back to our senses, literally and psychologically and mentally. So let's come back to a common reality and just be aware right now of your senses. And we'll start with the sensations of your body. Because our senses and our body are grounded in the present moment. They're grounded in reality. Right now, you can feel the sensations of your body. You can feel the energy of your body now. You can feel the temperature of your body. You can feel the temperature of the air on your cheeks. You can probably feel that your hands are a little cold or a little warm and your feet are a little cold. You can feel the sensations of the body. We're using the body as an anchor to reality and coming back to reality. The reality of the present moment. And we can come into this slowly and take our time. And begin to notice the other senses. You notice that you're aware and you're hearing these words. So there's awareness of hearing. There's awareness of hearing these words now. And you're hearing other sounds in the room. There's awareness of hearing. As there's awareness of the sensations of your body. So you're hearing now as you're sensing the energy of your body, the temperature of your body. You can notice, as you breathe, you can notice the movement of your stomach. So you notice your breathing now. There's awareness of breathing now. And you may begin to notice a natural relaxation response with this. There's a natural relaxation response. when we come back to reality, when we come back to the present moment. And this awareness of seeing, everything you're seeing now. You can see everything in the room. There's awareness of seeing, awareness of hearing these words now, awareness of the body. And also there's awareness of any thoughts that may be sort of flowing through. So just by coming back to reality, coming back to this present moment, coming back to our senses, you may notice a natural relaxation response of your mind and body. Just being aware now, just being aware of all the senses. And being aware now, it makes it very obvious, you realize that this awareness is always with you, as you, this awareness that's here now. And by being anchored in this present moment, by using the body as an anchor to reality, and becoming aware of all the senses of the body, you notice a natural relaxation response of the mind and body. And you may notice that this natural relaxation response, or this sense of peace and well-being, becomes more and more obvious, and you may realize that this is really what we're seeking. And you may realize that what we really want when we ask various questions, and really there's an infinite number of questions, when the doubts that arise in the form of questions, doubts or concerns or worries, or when all of those questions, doubts, concerns are arising, you can ask yourself, well, what do I really want? Do I really want to know the answer to this question? Do I want to have all of my metaphysical questions answered, my philosophical questions answered? Do I really want to understand what I claim I want to understand? Do I want all my questions answered? Or are those questions, doubts, and concerns, worries, and fears, are they all a means to an end? And what is the end? What is the end goal that we actually want? Is it to get all the questions answered? Or is it to live in peace? Is it to live with a sense of peace and well-being? A sense of well-being and contentment? A sense of being balanced and grounded? A sense of ease? Is this what we're seeking? So by coming back to reality and coming back to our senses, you notice a natural relaxation response, and it becomes very obvious that the only thing that disturbs the natural peace that's already here is seeking in the mind for something else, seeking in thoughts, trying to resolve philosophical or metaphysical questions. or trying to resolve in a more practical way our relationship issues or our career issues or our financial issues. So coming back to reality, coming back to our senses right now, being aware of the sensations of the body, you notice a natural relaxation response, a natural sense of peace and well-being. And it may become more and more obvious that this is our natural state. And it may become more and more obvious that the only thing that disturbs our natural state of peace and well-being is a movement of mind. A movement of mind, a movement of thoughts, emotions, ideas, and beliefs. So it becomes more and more obvious that what we're really seeking, a sense of peace and well-being, a sense of being grounded in harmony, a sense of ease, what we're really seeking is already here. And this peace and well-being is an attribute of our natural state of being present and aware. And it is not attained by exercising the intellect. It's not attained by a metaphysical or philosophical understanding. It's not attained at all. And it becomes more and more obvious as we let the mind relax, let the thinking mind relax, let the body relax. You may notice a natural relaxation response in the mind and body. And it becomes easier and easier to let the doubts flow through without chasing them. It becomes easier and easier to let the thoughts and let the emotions and even the energy of the body, to let it all flow through without trying to manipulate or control. We let everything be as it is. And we realize that what we're seeking, a sense of peace, a sense of contentment, a sense of well-being, a sense of being balanced and grounded, a sense of being at ease, it becomes more and more obvious that it's our own natural state that's always with us, as us. And it becomes more and more obvious that there are no problems that need to be resolved to live in peace. It becomes more and more obvious that metaphysical, philosophical questions will not lead us to peace someday. It becomes more and more obvious that nothing can take us out of what we are. Nothing can take us out of the peace that I am. No philosophy, no relationship, no career, no financial issues, nothing can take away the peace that we are. So it becomes easier and easier to let the doubts as they arise to flow through and leave them alone. Because you know there are an infinite number of doubts and concerns and questions that will not lead to peace, will not lead to a sense of peace and contentment and love or well-being. They're all a play of mind. So you can recognize right now in your own direct experience, there's this awareness here now, and there's awareness of all of the senses. There's awareness of hearing, there's awareness of seeing. There's awareness of the energy of your body. You can feel your body sitting there. So there's awareness here now, and there's awareness of thoughts that may arise. So we can let everything be as it is, and be aware and let it be. Because we know we don't need anything. We are complete as we are, here and now. There's no need to resolve all of the metaphysical or philosophical or mental or emotional questions, doubts, concerns. They're all a play of mind. So this is the absolute resolution to all seeking. This is going directly to what we want, ultimately. And that is to live in peace, with a sense of peace and well-being, sense of contentment. So experiencing this now for yourself, the seeking is finished.